back to the episode of Last Elder Survival Dream Return, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and we got an absolutely incredible video lined up for y'all today. So let's not delay, let's get these shenanigans well underway, and that begins with the incredibly impossible to maneuver trek. I despise this thing with a passion. It's just too thick. It's too thick for its own good. Okay, hold up, beep. Beep, beep. There we go. Okay. Thank you for your cooperation. Trike, if all is going according to plan, and that did not take too long to back that badonkadonk on out, there should be, let's freaking go, a rest stop location for us to pop by. We got a raid we're going into a little bit later too, but those are not even close to the best parts of today. Le gasp, Star, what do you mean? Oh, baby, let me just say, I thank you, boys and girls. This is gonna be one of the most enjoyable videos in quite a while. But before we get into that, we have a moral duty to murder people at the rest stop. It is my moral obligation to kill them and take their loot. What morals am I following? The morals of getting loot. You know, they've served me pretty well, so hello, I can see you. I can see you too, buddy. How you doing? You doing okay? Stay away. Oh, wow! See? That dude's a douche canoe. He started out so friendly, like, oh, hey, I can see you there, neighbor. Get any closer and I'll kill you. You know, can't be having none of that. I need good neighbors, okay? I am the State Farm of the post-apocalypse, and I will be there. And for y'all, I am sorry, but you are not covered by our insurance policy, Mr. Survivor, so it's your time to die, and welcome to the Oozy Jacuzzi all-inclusive stay at the Starsnipe Resort and Spa. And look at that! Oh my god, today's execution, mwah, picture perfect. A single deer did not die. Usually the deer are incredibly derpy. I mean, they're still incredibly derpy, but usually these deer, they have a death wish and they literally run towards the bullets, and I accidentally killed them. But today the deer live. Deer, I am so proud of you for living. Honestly, just great job. Okay, run away from me. That's what I get. I try to be friendly to deer. Maybe they just remember all of their relatives that I've kind of murdered in cold blood. Listen, I love deer, I swear. They're the ones running out in front of my trike. And to be completely honest, there's still a very good chance that they might still run out in front of my trike. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that raid underway, because that is actually a little bit of a revenge raid that we do have lined up for later today. Again, that's only one of the cool little bonuses we got going on today. Oh, baby! Just like this rest stop has some incredible, I'm not really gonna say bonuses, but just flat out some incredible stuff lined up for us. Over here, we got some of the raiden supplies we're gonna go and put to use. Let's make sure that we fill up our gas and siphon all that we can from this event. Personally, this is, I don't know, I do wish that we got the shootout version of the rest stop event. That is probably the best version. I think we got it in the last day on Earth video, where pretty much it is like a shootout happening between two groups of survivors, because you have a chance of getting some great guns, not just in that they are good guns, but literally that they have really good durability and stuff like that. But okay, let's move out of the way, dear. Okay, I got an extra big trike. Okay, no! Bambi! Why? Why? For once, man, I am never gonna win over the love of the deer at this rate. You know, it's I don't think that it is going to be happening. And that's a real heartbreaker. Man, okay, well, let's go home for a second here. Let's drop off some of this loot, because we did manage to collect a few things. They're a little bit dinked up, but we did get a couple of Glocks from that and the M16. Again, this is why I love the rest stop event. This is one of the biggest pulls of getting, and the junkyard event, which might still spawn today, crossing my fingers. But that's probably the biggest pulls of getting a chopper. Obviously, the ability to use gas to travel is huge, but the ability to visit rest stop events, they are one of the best daily events you can go to. You usually get guns out of them, and the bang for your buck is truly insane. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I think that it's prime time we take this finger and put it where it belongs. That's right. But yes, in addition to the finger that we are bringing to the proper place in the bunker, we also got a bunch of tickets lined up and a bunch of loot coming away, because today is Saturday, and Saturday is a great day. It is the prime day of the weekend, and you know what better way to make it better than with some, hopefully, fingers crossed, incredible loot coming our way. So into the depths of Bunker Alpha we shall dive. Our old friend, the blind one, indubitably awaits and so does the bunker code to get into Bunker Alpha. 54101 is gonna be the code to make our way down into the depths of this abomination of a place. Just kidding, Bunker Alpha, you're not an abomination. You're pretty cool, all things considered. I mean, if you think about it, gives us good stuff. You do have frenzied giants, so that's definitely a bit of a knock, a bit of a negative there. But overall, pretty cool place. And as y'all can see, we are loaded to the teeth with a bunch of weapons, a lot of which are actually partial durability. Because what I'm trying to do is kind of like stockpile more of our full durability weapons, especially like the M16s and stuff, for some of the unknown challenges we've yet to dive into. Some of which, we're gonna be diving into a little bit today. But before we get to that, we got a little bit of looting. Bloop! Toss the finger in there, and a bookshelf. Not a bookshelf, there are no books, but a shelf awaits us, and inside of the shelf we have no elf, baby! There ain't no elf on this shelf, but there is some pistol drizzle, some nice shoes, and some nice metals to go along with it all. So yeah, that finger that you can acquire from the military convoy event can of course be brought over here to Bunker Alpha in case y'all do not know, and it does get you some pretty nifty loot. Like especially like that finger is pretty easy to get from the military convoy event too, if you are lucky and you do get it. And as a direct result of that, you do get like a half durability Glock with a green laser on it, so pretty cool. But all right, enough about that. We got some better loot to unearth, some of these crates, and as soon as the blind one does die, we will have a red ticket crate to go ahead and pop open as well. But for now, we got the green, we got the yellow, and we got to activate code red. No, this ain't Mountain Dew. This is Bunker Alpha. And with this code red activation, we get a lot of red around Bunker Alpha, and, well, we can start collecting some of these items for the specialist, and the blind one boss battle is, of course, unlocked. And before we make our way down into there, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, give me something good! This mediocre loot. That's about pretty average loot for what you can expect out of the green crate, so, a little bit of a bummer there. I'll take the shovel, though. I do need that for some of our swamp expeditions as we continue trying to... Ooh, okay, that's okay. Unfortunately, I ain't looking for okay, I'm looking for great. We haven't found a single weapon better than a pistol. That's a bit of a heartbreaker, I gotta say. But we do still have the red crate, which tends to be the best of the bunch. So let's make our way down into floor 3 and unlock the last little bit we are going to need to unearth the red ticket crate. And also we will get some stuff to give the specialist, work our way towards our next floppy disk, because the floppy disk is very, very good. Now then, all that we gotta do is deal with some zombies along the way. Luckily we got Pistol Drizzle and the M16 ready to help. This one is missing quite a few shots. Oh no, did I not toss? No, this is the proper one. This is our fully modded M16, because there is the fully modded M16 that you can find out in a boot. Oh, hello. In the wild. However, it is not exactly ideal. Is that might be the better way of putting it. I'll pick up their dead bodies on the way back, actually. I'll blow through some of these partial durability weapons first. But yeah, it does do more damage, but ours is significantly better in critical chances, recoil control, and speed. And ultimately, I do think that recoil control is probably one of, if not the most important things to worry about when modifying your weapons, because it does let you kind of like really hold down the trigger and just go like ham, egg, and cheese. And oh, that could have been close. If our pistol broke a little bit later, that could have got out of hand very, very quickly. But let's just go ahead and load up on those two. And actually, now we should be able to start collecting these things with no worry, because we have had a few inventory slots open up. Love to see the military notebook from literally a normal zombie. Usually, we gotta like kill a toxic spitter, like a toxic abomination, or some of the tougher cookies to get our hands on the best of the hard mode items that we can turn into the specialist. And whoa! This is an incredible run already. If we could get a couple more military notebooks before this is all over, I will be jubilant. I think that's a fancy way of saying happy. Let's freaking go! I'm stoked. Please don't kill me, gas. You and your eternal gassiness. I'm not interested. What I am interested in is avoiding the turret, avoiding those two, and making our way into this boss battle. Because even if y'all aren't, you think, prepared to take down a whole floor in the hard mode, or if y'all aren't visiting Bunker Alpha a ton, at the very least, I highly recommend y'all come to Bunker Alpha and do this little route that we just did, where you make your way over to the blind one. You can pick up a few hard mode items along the way. You don't have to do too many or you don't have to do too many hard fights, and obviously the blind one, once you know the trick to killing him, it's not the most challenging thing in the universe. Obviously, just making sure you have medical supplies, some solid armor, and just a solid way of killing him. You should be pretty good to go. So let's get these M16s ready and ready to go, because he will drop 10 red tickets, so you can work your way towards the best crate in Bunker Alpha, on top of getting these items to work your way towards the floppy disk, which is even better. It's not technically a crate. I mean, it is a crate, but it's not in Bunker Alpha, but you do get it through Bunker Alpha. Long story short, it's dope. Now, alrighty, let's make sure that we are full on the hunger, full on the hydration. I don't gotta pee, bless up, because I have had vitamin P betray me a few times in the past, so that'd be no bueno. But hello, blind one, how are you doing today? It's your boy Star, and I've come to kill. Y'all can see that he's doing 20 damage a pop, which is perfect because we can heal 100 damage with our first aid kit. He runs into the wall and we can mow him full of the bullets. Brought to you by this M16 right over here, and check out the damage we were just able to dish out, bro. I'm feeling like a dang network with this damage that we're dishing. All right, let's just go ahead and let him run into that wall over there and do another volley of bullets and another volley of damage. Whenever he will, after this, he's gonna run and heal. No. We activate the alarm, and that's how we let him know, yo, snack time is over. Die time is now. And I'm not talking like paint dye. I'm not talking like, you know, colorful, you know, it's art class. No, blind one. No art class for you. Only the class of doom. He might heal after this. Yeah, he's gonna heal after this volley. And guess what? No. Not today. We're just gonna go ahead and toss some of these weapons up in there. Make sure to hot swap them. We're gonna use the rest of this M16 first and foremost. And if all goes well, we might not even need to use our fallback pistol. But regardless, not too big of a deal. Let's let him run into the wall and boom! He stuns himself. We can do significantly more damage if y'all are confused. As y'all can see, we do less damage when he's not stunned after running into the wall. So yeah, you want to make sure that he runs into the wall if y'all do not know the blind one tactics before you do damage to him. And with that, the final volley is here. Your doom is near. Nay, your doom is here, Mr. Blind One. I'm happy to provide it, and hey, I'll see you in at least 2 days, because the blind one never really dies. He just hibernates. Like, I'm just saying, oh, sorry about that, buddy. Did not mean to get in the way there. As y'all can see, this fella over here, yeah, he's not dead. He's just napping, and when he wakes up, he will magically regenerate his tickets and all that. But yeah, getting 10 red tickets off him is really nice, because then technically, if you only come to Bunker Alpha and you only do the blind one, like pretty much every 3 blind ones, you will get a minimum, due to what he drops, 9 notebooks, 9 chevrons, 9 identification tabs, and 30 combat gear coupons, plus big bones, which are good for some melee weapon mods, for actually some really good melee weapon mods. Like, all in all, doing big one runs is probably one of the best kind of like minor adventures you can do within Bunker Alpha, and kind of like still work towards getting quite a lot of stuff. Because what, like, red tickets are kind of the one thing I have a shortage on, because due to our extensive raiding, you can actually find hundreds of green and yellow tickets within raids, which is exactly what I have done, because I raid a lot, if y'all haven't noticed. So yeah, we got a huge stockpile of those, but a stockpile of red coupons does not exist, unfortunately. So the blind one is kind of one of the best methods of doing it. And obviously you get the added benefits of getting some big bones. You can also get, like, obviously the 9 of each of these, that's just the minimum from the big one. You do also pick up extras along the way from some of the zombies you kill. So all in all, it's a pretty great deal, and it does help you work up and level up the specialist. And by the way, if you don't have the specialist at max level yet, there's some really good things you pick up on the way, whether it be guns, the extended mag, great modification for your pistol. That is literally one of the top tier modifications I have here on my Glock, if y'all haven't noticed. And modding your Glock is one of the best things you can do, because it is the most common weapon, like ranged weapon. Well, not just ranged weapon, I guess they're bows and stuff, but it's the most common gun, right? And like, you want to make sure that it's powerful, because at its max power, that thing is nice. So honestly, pistol modifications are, in my opinion, one of the best things you can go for, just due to it being the most common gun. So when you do use some of the more rare weapon like resources, like factory parts and that type of stuff, the pistol gets you some good bang for your buck. But without further ado, let's see what the red ticket has in store. And wahoo! There's the weapons I was hoping for, baby. I am a little, oh, we even got the shotgun modification there, definitely taking that acid off your hands, but unfortunately, no SWAT armor was dropped today. Little bit of a heartbreaker there, but let's be honest, we got some pretty good stuff. Besides that, let's just go ahead and bloop, save up on a little bit of the inventory room so we can grab a little bit more over there, and for the rest of this jazz, I shall return. I will not leave these things behind. I just don't have the inventory room at the moment. Please leave a message after the beep. Let's just make sure to click take all on all these crates so we can be as efficient as possible. And now the time is near. Nay! No, I'm not a horse. The time is here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for the thing that I was like, without a doubt, the most excited to share with y'all. Without further ado, boom! What y'all are seeing right here and right now, this was released just earlier today, and this is none other than the Season 7 teaser trailer. That is right, so not only does this mean that we're getting a sneak peek into Season 7, but usually when the trailer does come out for an upcoming season, that means we are probably like, I'd say anywhere from 1 to 2 weeks away from this thing releasing, and obviously we can tell from some of the very finished looking stuff within this trailer that yes, it's looking like they've done a great job. A lot of things are complete and or if not probably very close to being complete, because we are seeing throughout this the biker camp, the prison, and even more. So without further ado, there's actually a lot to take in throughout this trailer. I reckon that we should go ahead and break it down a little bit more in depth as we always do, so y'all do know everything that is going on within here and we can connect all the dots and stuff. So without further ado, boom! This is the first interesting kind of screen cap slash kind of like frame from the trailer where, well, we are actually getting a look at the prison from the outside. This is a finished in-game look of the prison. We can see what appears to be the main gate where we will be entering in through. There's like the little like kind of like, I don't even know what to call that thing. The little thing that kind of like lifts up to like let a car in, for example. We can see a wide variety of sandbags. We can also see a second layer of gates and like a second layer of fence, followed by like, you can see a bunker inside that second layer, or that might be actually within the first layer. I don't know. But we can also see that second layer of fence, what appears to be another gate within there. And then on the left, we can actually see the prison building at large. So it does appear like the prison building is going to be a one-floor structure. We can also see a basketball hoop over there on the left too, which is going to denote the courtyard of the prison, or kind of like the yard of it, that we'll go ahead and break down within this next screenshot. Boom! That's exactly what we are seeing here within this frame slash this section of the trailer. We can see the little courtyard where there is a rundown little basketball hoop. You got some of the weight trainings. You got a bench over there. You got some weights. You got your bar. I think there might be some dumbbells, but I'm not seeing any dumbbells, but you do have like lifting weights and stuff like that, picnic tables, plus a gate. Very interesting here over in the top right corner of this image. Y'all can actually see a gate plus a secret looking hatch. So we might somehow be able to, there might be an underground part of this prison as well. How will that work? Maybe we can sneak into the prison. Maybe the gates are going to be locked and we're gonna have to sneak in through that secret hatch over there. Or maybe just if the front gate isn't locked, we can just go in normally. Maybe that hatch will lead to a secret underground area that's just another section of the prison. That's kind of like the two main possibilities there. So definitely a cool little thing that I wanted to make sure to point out, but that does appear to be behind another fenced off section slash gate. So will that gate be locked? Will we have to get here through a different means? Because there's obviously the door that does lead into the prison itself over near kind of like the top middle of this screenshot. And yeah, it does appear to be a kind of smallish courtyard, but there we do have some of the big takeaways there. Boom! And here's where things get a little bit more interesting. So to give y'all kind of like a feel of where this is, I think this is kind of within the first layer of the gate. So this isn't within that second layer that we saw within the first screenshot. This is kind of like the first layer where it's kind of like the first gate with the little like lifty thing that's supposed to let cars through. This is right on the other side of that. And the very interesting takeaway from this is that raiders are inhabiting the prison. So it does not appear that the prison prison is going to be a zombie location, or if it is a zombie location, it's going to be a mix of zombies and raiders. Maybe the basement of the prison is where zombies will be, for example, but it does appear like it is not going to be solely zombies. However, I do think that there are going to be zombies in some capacity, because just the other day we saw that image of that huge prisoner zombie that looks like almost like kind of the big one, not totally like the big one, but kind of similar in the fact there's a Swolosaurus Rex. We can kind of see him just being like huge and within a prison outfit, so I imagine he's either going to be somewhere within the prison or maybe he escaped the prison. But that's where that secret hatch gets interesting. Maybe that's where the zombies are going to be while the raiders have taken over the top side. We do know this is going to be an aggressive raider faction though, because they do have the stereotypical reinforced tier 2 armor, I believe it is, that kind of like that metallic, like pretty much raiders armor. So these are not looking to be friendly dudes, but we can see them here within the first layer of the area. Also, I may or may not be seeing things, but also in the top right of the screenshot, within that kind of like fenced in little square slash cube, what appears to be, there might be another secret hatch right there. Right, it's kind of like cut off on the edge of the screen, but that might actually be another secret hatch, because it looks like some sort of a metallic thing that's kind of like built into the ground. So I can see that being another secret hatch. Potentially that's how we that's how we infiltrate the prison. Maybe the secondary gate that we pointed out is actually going to be locked and we can't get through it, but maybe we got to sneak in through that little hatch over there, and maybe through the process of getting from the outside to the inside, there's maybe that zombie boss that we got to battle down in the depths of the lower section of the sewer. So definitely some cool possibilities there. Boom! Look, this right here is where the trailer takes a turn further interesting. No longer are we going over the prison location. Now we have moved to another location we know for a fact to be coming to season 7, the biker gang location. And it does appear like they actually have a variety of mobile homes. I think those are mobile homes and not necessarily RVs, but a variety of mobile homes, and they've kind of like built a camp around here. And within this screenshot, we're actually getting a bit of a preview at something within a future screenshot, or like a future part that we are going to be able to break down a little bit, which is actually that billboard over in kind of like the center, little bit to the left. But we are also seeing a few different bikers scattered throughout this location. We've broken this down before. It's looking like the bikers want to do a prison raid, so I'm guessing this is going to be a friendly location, especially with that billboard that we're going to break down a little bit. So it looks like the bikers are going to be our friends, and they want into the prison, especially because throughout this entire trailer, they actually have a theme and like some of the text talking about some sort of a huge loot stockpile. So I think that within the prison, there might be a massive loot stockpile that the bikers want to get into, and we're going to be trying to potentially help them, especially now that we do know that the raiders are inhabiting the prison, potentially as a massive base slash complex. Also kind of interesting to point out, I'm not sure how this will relate with everything, but we can also see a bit of a cage within like kind of like the dead center of this screenshot. I don't know what that cage is for, if they have like some zombies trapped or something, if we're gonna have to trap a zombie at some point, but there's a cage, which is kind of interesting. Maybe like we'll have a prisoner from the raiders. Maybe we'll have to capture a raider. Oh, dude, that'd be so cool if we had to capture a prisoner and bring them back here for interrogation. Dude, this season's looking promising, man. But boom! On to the next one we go, and here we can see what might be like the bike gang leader. We can see he's kind of like giving us the thumbs up. We can also see another biker behind him. These are likely, I imagine that season 6 was a bit of a preview of what we could expect out of season 7, so maybe we'll be getting different quests from some of the different people within this area to kind of like work towards this common goal of infiltrating the prison. There's that very interesting, huge loot stockpile within this screen with lots of boxes and a lot of stuff like that. So I wonder if these bikers are indeed lootaholics and well, they caught wind of some good loot within the prison. That's kind of how things relate. But I also wonder if somehow we're going to be able to tap into that loot stockpile, maybe betray the bikers. I don't know how that would go. It would make for an epic battle, and I would love to sink my teeth into some of that loot over there, because that looks to be a massive stockpile, to say the least. And boom! This is a closer look at that very interesting thing. We can see what appears to be some sort of a lit up job board to the left of this fella over here. So potentially this is maybe like gonna be something like a bounty system. Maybe we'll be able to actually go bounty hunting for the bikers. Maybe that billboard is where we'll actually be able to get quests and kind of plan towards the prison raid. Or the last time a billboard like this was actually usable was a long time ago, galaxy far, far away, in the Mercenary update, where we could actually hire mercenaries to tag along with us. Yeah, so what would happen is you could actually hire mercenaries, which would serve as like a follower that would follow you around. You could give them weapons, you could give them armor, all that type of jazz. And maybe this is gonna be something similar. Maybe we'll be able to recruit bikers and or mercenaries to help us, because also this person that we're seeing here in the middle doesn't look like your stereotypical biker. He doesn't look like the rest of the people throughout this camp, because he doesn't have like some form of biker attire. He has military pants, he's got a normal jacket, he doesn't have like a military or like a biker bandana or like a biker, a biker chest plate. So I wonder if literally mercenaries are gonna be a part of this update too. And another thing that supports my hypothesis here is that that kind of chest to the, like kind of to the right of this guy, you might be like, oh, that's where you get loot from. Well, that is one possibility, that if this were to be a quest, the job board, or like a job board that we could do tasks and activities for, potentially our prizes could await within that chest. But back in the mercenary update, what would happen is after a mercenary was done serving you, all of his loot would be returned to a chest by the old job board. So that's why I'm kind of leaning towards this potentially being a mercenary recruitment billboard, because it looks exactly similar, except like it's not on a stand, it's like glued to a wall. But besides that, it looks exactly like it did before, with all these different notes on there and stuff, and it has that chest right next to it where any items we would have personally given the mercenaries would be returned to that chest, because you can't give mercenaries your own weapons, you can give them medical supplies, you can give them armor. So it's a way of the game returning your items to you. And that's why this screenshot is very interesting, because it might very well be alluding to the return of mercenaries and followers within season 7. Boom! And potentially the most interesting out of this all, what appears to be the prison king, the king of the prison, the leader of the raiders, decking out some absolutely insane armor. But not just the insane armor, within his hands, he appears to have that spear weapon that Last Day on Earth did actually tease a few days ago. So by the looks of it, there might not just be a zombie boss within this prison, there also appears to be a raider boss in it as well. And like I'm saying, this guy has custom, never before seen armor. The weapon he is holding was a weapon teased by the Last Day on Earth developers. We can see that literally it looks like the weapon is on fire, because there is light emanating from it. And given all the stuff we're hearing about there being a lot of loot here, if that's the case, this might be the final boss battle, and maybe defeating this guy will give us access to that loot stockpile. I imagine that's gonna be a crazy boss battle with tons of raiders involved, in potentially the final showdown, and this is gonna be kind of like the antagonist of this season. And I really hope, and I'm crossing my fingers, and I'm kind of thinking that maybe it could happen, that he drops his armor and his weapon at the end of the season, because that armor literally is insane, dude. That is the coolest looking armor I have seen in Last Day on Earth. It's so custom. I imagine, given the fact he's the raider boss, it's gonna be very powerful armor as well. And dude, if we literally can collect that armor plus that special weapon he has in his hand that is battery powered and has what appears to be a molten and or flaming blade, like, that weapon's gotta be powerful too, especially because he is literally appearing to be the leader of the raiders. He is holding it. He has super special looking armor, a super special looking weapon. Hopefully he drops all of that plus even more loot on top of it. Season 7 is looking insane, and I cannot wait to see what this is all about, and especially go to battle with that dude at the end there. But there you boys and girls have it. A sneak peek into season 7, a detailed breakdown of the trailer, and so much to take away. This is looking incredible after a pretty solid to good season in season 6, RIP Baloo. Season 7 is shaping up to potentially knock it out of the park. Between these custom weapons, custom armor, new prison location, zombie boss within the prison location, raider boss that looks to have custom armor that is very powerful, I mean, he's the boss, so his armor is at the very least gonna be stronger than normal raider armor. Like, that just makes sense. And given the fact, like, that might literally be one-of-a-kind armor, so that, like, might be another reason why it's super powerful armor. It'll be the only set of that armor available for the time being, and I really want it, because worst case, I want to use it, but also, I want to deck a mannequin out in it, because that would look very, very fuego. Sorry, Seaburn armor, you're very cool. But that armor is a whole nother level, baby. Plus that weapon, like, oh my god, dude. Like, it's looking insane. But yeah, there you boys and girls have it. That just in-depth look and breakdown of an update that just continues to look crazier and crazier with each and every passing piece of information that does come out about it. And it's just looking absolutely insane. So like I'm saying, let me know what y'all think about it in that comment section down below. Anything that I maybe missed that y'all may have caught throughout it, I would love to hear as a community what we think, not just about the stuff that I brought up, but maybe other aspects of the trailer that I didn't necessarily talk about specifically. Just for the love of everything, let me know about it all, because it is all so glorious. And just like, oh my god, the prison location, the raider boss, his custom armor and weapon, hopefully his armor and loot that we can actually collect ourselves. Like, just the possibilities are absolutely insane. Let me know what y'all think about it in that comment section down below. Maybe your guys' thoughts on my ideas, our breakdowns, anything you want to build on top of that, how you guys and gals think maybe things will play out. Like, I want to hear as a community what we got to say about this all, because there's obviously a lot to say, a lot to take away, and just pure insanity, dude. Like, this update is going to be insane. Like, it's gonna be crazy, dude. So make sure to let me know in that comment section down below any and all that type of jazz. I would absolutely love to hear, and hopefully I have come to this. This is the rarest fishing location, so I really wanted to pay it a visit. And that's also why we have this catfish and a side of vegetables. For 9 minutes, we have a better chance of finding a rare fish, because I believe this is where we can find the sturgeon. A rare fish that I've yet to even catch on my own. And once there is one fish left, I will, of course, toss a grenade in here ceremoniously to blow it sky high. But till then, I want to try my hand at catching some of this jazz. But while we are doing that, like I'm saying, let me know what y'all think in that comment section down below. And a reminder that comment is going to put you 1/3 of the way into the weekly $25 iTunes Play Store gift card giveaway. All you got to do as well is make sure to like button, make sure to subscribe. That lets you in on today's video. Y'all can go ahead and enter in on every single last day on Earth video. When Saturday rolls around, we'll pick random video for the past week, pick a random comment from that random video, and that's what we do for the week. And we'll kick off with a weekly giveaway that exact same Saturday as well. So make sure to stay tuned with that notification bell to stay up to date with every single video that y'all can enter in on for that weekly giveaway. Not to mention all the other dope survival games going up on the channel as well. If y'all like Last Day on Earth, great chance you'll enjoy some of the other stuff going up. So make sure you give it a look, where the Pure 7 Days to Die series, Withstand Survival series, or a whole new game that we are checking out. If y'all like Last Day on Earth, there's a good chance that some of the jazz we're checking out, oh, this fish is gonna be a toughie, that it will tickle your fancy, so to speak, and that y'all will be fans of it. So make sure you give it a look, because y'all might find a game that you enjoy so much. Oh, it's a pike. I'll still take that. That is a pretty rare fish. I think that's the sturgeon over there, though. If you guys seriously want to catch me one of these, man. And then hopefully the grenade at the end gets us a few, too. But yeah, give it a look. Great chance that there's, oh, baby, the golden fish. Not to be confused with a goldfish. That would not be a great catch. It's just a perch, but still, goldfish. I'll take it. How many fish are left? Okay, we still got a little bit of fishing to get done, and hopefully that big boy fish to catch. But yeah, give the other videos a look, and seriously, like, you guys might find a game that you start playing yourself, or maybe just like a series that y'all start keeping up with, you know? So give it a look, because we're always having a fan-freaking-tastic time and keeping our eyes peeled for the latest and greatest of survival games coming out. Not just the latest and greatest of survival, but also the latest and greatest of Last Day on Earth. As soon as any type of new info does come out about the game, as soon as we learn anything about the upcoming season, like we have today, we make sure to go ahead and spread it to y'all, so y'all know what is going down. We go ahead and break down that information as well, connect the dots with all the information that we have to give us the clearest look at the future of Last Day on Earth and what to expect. And then, of course, as soon as the future becomes the present, as soon as an update comes out to the game, oh, baby, chef, you betcha, we are checking out all that jazz is about too. New locations, new enemies, new quests, new everything, man. If something new's in the game, we're looting it, we're exploring it, we're battling it, we're conquering it. Does not matter how tough it might be. I'm putting my life on the line. We're going in guns a-blazing, and we're conquering these things. And hopefully through the shenanigans that we do, oh, this is a tough, could this be the sturgeon? This is a very tough fish to catch, dude. Like, he's freaking spazzing all over the place. Come on, brother. Oh my god, he does not want to be caught. Ah, it's the pike. Oy vey. Is that actually a trout there? That might be. Is that the last fishy? Is it time to throw the grenade? Oh, I am so sorry, fishy, but I want the fish. So if you are last fish, I'm sorry, but you are not getting caught the normal way. You will die via big boom. I mean, that's the only fish that I've seen. But if that is indeed the trout, it's very cool to see that they are now swimming in normal ponds, because they were previously only in the settlement, but now they've been added to normal stuff. So yeah, yeet! Sayonara, baby! Woo! Woo! Could that be a sturgeon there? Could that be? Let's freaking go! Ba-da-ba-ba-ba! I'm loving it! Woo-hoo! One has to be lucky to catch this fish. It's delicious and it's great for many dishes. This fish is incredible. This is the fish that you can use to increase your chances of breeding a true friend dog. And I've been stockpiling some corgi puppies that I want, like, ideally, dude, I want a true friend corgi. That would be incredible. This fish will hopefully help our dreams come true. So bless up to the fish gods of Last Day on Earth for giving us this. And we're gonna go and put these things away. And after that, we have a raid to go and get underway. And alrighty, I reckon we're pretty ready to get this raid underway. Just gotta make sure to toss the modifications on our pistol and craft up some of the hatchets in addition to the better hatchets and the high explosives that we have ready in the rear end to go. But as we are doing that, like I'm saying, yeah, when the newness does come to the game, we're checking all of that out absolutely ASAP. So make sure you're staying tuned, make sure that notification bell hit, and just fun times are coming, y'all, especially with season 7. It's looking like it might be a tough season, but it's looking like it's gonna be crazy, and it's looking like the loot is gonna be good, and we're gonna figure out exactly, I mean, these boss battles, who knows how they're gonna go down, who knows how the new locations are gonna be. So hopefully we can also, being the doofuses that we are, more than ready to dive head first into some very dangerous shenanigans, hopefully we can serve as good scouts for kind of figuring out what to expect out of this newness, so maybe not all of y'all are necessarily going in completely blind, if that does make sense. I don't know, but yeah, make sure the notification bell hit. Best of luck in the giveaway, as we are saying. And also, as y'all may or may not know, today is Saturday, which means that we are announcing the winner of this past week's $25 iTunes Play Store gift card giveaway. Make sure y'all go ahead and check that pinned comment in that comment section down below, where we will actually have the winner posted. If that is you, make sure to reply that pinned comment in that comment section down below, letting me know the best way that I can privately get in contact with you and go ahead and hook you up with the code that you oh so do deserve, my good sir and or madame, because I cannot just reply to your comments with the code, because then other people might be able to see it. Like the original comment that did win the giveaway, I do need to have a private way of contacting you in order to do that. And then on top of that, I do also need information from you, which I will get when we are in private contact. I need to just know what country you're based in, and if y'all do want iOS or an Android gift card, to make sure that I get you the proper code that does work for where you are. And this old pickup truck has some decent stuff, but again, not the main pull of the location that we are breaking into. The main pull is, well, I imagine gonna be some of these doorways that we are seeing here. Good thing that we brought all these iron hatchets and normal hatchets. We gonna be needing them, baby. But yeah, make sure to reply to that pinned comment if you are the winner, and if you are not, then oh baby, we got a lot of chests. Go ahead and best luck in the brand new giveaway kicking off today, because next Saturday we'll be announcing the winner of this upcoming week's giveaway. Today's the first video that y'all can enter in on for this weekly giveaway, and best of luck, because when next Saturday rolls around, we'll be picking a winner and we'll be starting a new giveaway again as the weekly giveaways do continue. And dude, we got a lot of chests to be breaking into, dude. You'll love to see it, baby. Get out the way, bloaters. I don't want to be dealing with you or your fast-biting brethren. I deal in nothing but loot, and lucky for me, there appears to be plenty coming our way. But yeah, best of luck, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because just, dude, okay, I'm sorry, my mind is still just fogged by what we saw today in that season 7 trailer. And like, I've been hyped for some prior seasons. Season 3 was probably the hypest. I think personally, the way I would rank the seasons, season 3, very tough season, don't get me wrong, but just purely out of everything that it added, plus the permanent addition of the ATV, Bunker Bravo, Fort Moss while that lasted. Like, season 3 was the biggest season by far. Season 6 is probably personally in second place for me. Season 2 might be in third. I did really like season 2. Was season 2 the one with like the storyline and stuff? I think so. That was like the storyline with like all the different like zombie bosses. That one was pretty cool. But season 7, man, it might be my new second place favorite season. Like, maybe it'll even compete for first. It's just hard to compete with season 3, y'all, because of how much season 3 did add. But like season 7, this is shaping up, I think, to be the second best season in it could very well be in contention for the first. But let me know what y'all think about this trailer, what y'all think about the season, how it's shaping up in general, and you know, that type of jazz. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm just looking, I am obviously most looking forward to the season itself, but I'm looking forward to what y'all do gotta say, and hopefully what other stuff we can maybe break down from the trailer and get some more theories and hypotheses going on, because seriously, like, y'all in that comment section, like, sometimes have absolutely nailed some stuff that we have broken down and analyzed, and wow, that Toxic Abomination was breakdancing like crazy. But we have absolutely nailed as a community some of those additions, which is like absolutely just incredible to see, you know, especially because there's gonna be a lot in season 7. But okay, enough about that. Here we have the 2 woodworking benches that are filled with empty hopes and dreams. My favorites, however, oh, hello. The chests, oh, baby. They got some alright stuff here. Well. Don't mind me. It's looking like there's a good mix of weapons and resources throughout this raid. We're only a few actually chests in. Okay, love to see the oak, love to see the wrenches. I'll pick up some of those raw supplies there. Love to see the red tickets. Unless we see something else incredible. Love to see the gas. A little bit of food for now. I might leave that behind in a little bit. Nothing so incredible in there. Oy vey. Like, there's definitely some good raw resources here. Oh, okay, that's the aluminum plates that we actually got to make this revenge raid happen. That's the ones I put up as tribute. But for the most part, it is appearing like this raid's a little bit more on the resource side. It's not like a high-end raid filled with, like, guns and very rare resources. I mean, there's a few here and there, like wrenches are pretty nifty. I wouldn't call wrenches very rare, but they're not common. And if you're short on wrenches when you need wrenches, they're kind of a pain in the butt to find. That's kind of what I have learned throughout my years of playing Last Day on Earth. Wrenches are a very annoying resource to go out of your way to find. So to me, they're like freaking, they're holy, bro. Like when I see one of those, I'm grabbing that. No cap, no question. But besides that, we kind of at this point just gotta sort through things and figure out exactly what we want to bring home with us out of the wide selection of things that there are. But all in all, it's looking mainly to be a lot of resources within these chests. So I think I'm just gonna go, I mean, these guns, if I didn't have my gun recycling at full level, I would grab these and recycle them because they do get our recycler experience. But I mean, it's already full, and almost broken guns rarely give you any resources in that regard. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna continue sorting through here and trying to figure out exactly what we do want to bring out of these specific resources back on home. But as I go ahead and just kind of like get all nitpicky and stuff, I think that's a good point for us to actually go ahead and start ending off this episode of Last Day on Earth Survival. Thank you guys so often for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one, and I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.